Welcome to Freaky Friday, everybody. Let's dig into Fleischer's theme song, shall we? We're live. I'm not muted. You can actually hear me. My hair is not appropriately combed either. It's fresh after work, ladies and gentlemen. I have had barely any time to plan this at all. But I do have something put together. It's a little something. This is Fleischer Follow-Up from what we watched on Tuesday night when we had our big birthday party for our wonderful Dreams and Wi-Fi. Happy birthday, Dreams and Wi-Fi. If you weren't here Tuesday night and you haven't said happy birthday to Dreams and Wi-Fi, I highly suggest you take this current opportunity to say happy birthday to Dreams and Wi-Fi as many times as you possibly can, just to be annoying. That being said, we watched some cases on Tuesday evening where there were some pretty interesting characters who were set over to Wednesday. And I never did the follow-ups for that. Well, here's the follow-ups. Let's enjoy, shall we?
Hi, Katie. Oh, Amy, you're okay.
How are you doing, Judge?
What's new?
So, Judge, I'm here on Broderick Davis, Fugitive.
Yes, but I thought Greg was here for that case.
Oops, someone signed up.
No. Oh. So it's the same issue with another case. Tell me what happened.
Okay, so we got it done. We got the parole hold lifted, even though they were like, man, we don't want to. Everything was great and dandy until Friday afternoon, when
What happened Friday?
the client decided he wants to withdraw his waiver. And so I explained everything. I was like, hey,
Is he here?
Yes.
Okay. Do you mind bringing him out?
I'm just
I don't even know. What's the name?
Broderick Davis.
Davis.
Number one, he's gonna try to fire me. He wants to talk about firing me. I already talked to the
Okay.
back and was like, hey, how do you wanna, they were
This
like.
isn't Burger King, man.
So, and then secondly, he wants the waiver withdrawal.
Okay. Well, hold on a second. I mean, I still
Right.
can deny it.
Right, you just have to talk to him.
Yeah. I mean, I'll let
I
him.
think our big thing is that I have been urging to not withdraw, like to keep it, because we're finally moving.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, if he wants
It's
us to
been
get a
over
governor
100
warrant, we'll get a governor's
days.
warrant. Huh?
It's been over 100 days and like, he's had the waiver in place. So we were proceeding as if the waiver was in place and that we would get the parole hold lifted so that Kentucky can come get him. But as soon as the parole hold got lifted, then I think, you know.
So where's he wanted from?
Judge, he is wanted
Kentucky.
out of Jefferson County, Kentucky for wanton endangerment, first degree, and possession of firearm by a convicted felon.
Do we know when they can make it here?
I'm sorry,
Do we
Judge?
know when they can make it here?
They're planning on coming to pick him up, Judge,
Yeah, but
within
when?
the time period. I don't know the exact date they'd asked, I believe,
Daddy tried to get them this weekend. I think
yeah,
couldn't
he
come
already
that fast.
contacted them. They weren't gonna be able to like
It was pretty
come
fast.
immediately, but they are coming. They should be coming within the 2-week time period.
Morning, Mr. Davis. How's it going?
Too blessed to be stressed.
So here's the deal. You're wanted at Kentucky for 2 serious charges. One of them is willful and wanton, did you say destruction?
It is endangerment, Your Honor.
Sorry, willful and wanton endangerment. The other one is possession of a weapon by a felon, okay? You've already waived. The problem that we had all the time and why it took so long was because, so he is on parole,
Yes, Judge.
right? But it took forever and a day for them to lift that parole hold for your case to move forward. Shreya, how much time did you put in to try to get the hold lifted, would you say?
I've got hours and hours and hours. Hours, lots of hours.
I mean, just give me ballpark.
I'm just gonna give you, and he has a copy of the file too. I would say 6 hours.
She's put in a lot of time. That's just to get them to lift the hold. I don't know anyone here in the 6 years we've been here that has put in 6 hours of phone calls and time just to reach out to parole to get them to release a hold.
Sir.
And luckily, she did. Otherwise, you would be stuck like Chuck, just waiting even more. So, you have waived. And the problem is that Kentucky is on their way to come get you. And they should be here within the next 2 weeks. She's told me that what does he want? What do you want? I guess. Let's start with that. What do you want?
Been incarcerated since April the 8th.
Correct.
Not on a parole violation, but on the warrant out of Kentucky.
For both.
No, the parole violation hit 2 days after. My time started on the 8th. It didn't start on when parole hit. Parole told me that
Time started. Time for what?
90 days for them to indict me. My parole lawyer and parole officer told me they has 90 days to indict me. If they didn't indict me, parole would lift the hold, and then it will be up to you to give me a bond or to release me.
There's no indictment here.
Yes, sir.
There's no indictment here.
I'm aware of that. Yes, sir.
So the only thing that we want is for you to go back to Kentucky.
I'm not a Kentucky resident. There is no evidence that says that I've been in Kentucky. There's no evidence that says that I'm the person who they're looking for. You just have a name. There's no other evidence. I have an attorney that's in Kentucky who's talking to the DA, and there is no other evidence.
If your lawyer in Kentucky can get them to release the hold, then we'll release you here. But when they took you in, they were able to match your fingerprints and who you are, your identifying factors to the person that's wanted out of Kentucky. And that's how they put 1 and 1 together to come up with 2. And that's how they identified who you are. And unfortunately, you're wanted out of a different jurisdiction. Because that, we can't let you go.
So I can't get a bond or anything.
I mean, theoretically, but I don't know if I'm going to give you a bond, right? Was he on parole?
Judge, yes, he has had the parole hold. So to be clear, his 90 days has not started until the other day on the
Right, I
18th.
get that, but I mean,
So yes,
now,
he's on parole, Judge. And to my understanding, basically, if he were to refuse, then they would want the parole hold placed on him again, because they obviously do not want him getting out on a bond. So we would be arguing strongly against a bond based on his criminal history and the parole hold.
what's the parole? What's he on parole for?
It is for, it was out of Fort Bend County. Looks like it's for aggravated assault, serious bodily injury.
Okay.
In 99,
How much time did you get on that?
I was 16. I got 35 years. I did 19.
Wow.
Since I've been home, my record has been impeccable.
Somehow you picked up charges in Kentucky somehow.
I see that.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
And Judge, you picked up the felon possession here in 2020 as well. It was dismissed, but
Shh, guys. So you picked up also another felon in possession here.
yes, Your Honor.
Well,
It was ultimately dismissed, but that was a case from 2020 that was here.
in Harris County or in?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ben? Oh, because I don't see that. Let me see. Oh, yeah, I see that. Yeah. I just,
Sorry, there was another mistaken identity too. Like my parole officer even told me like there is nothing on that. That's why they dismissed it. There's no way that I would have caught a case and not been incarcerated or anything like that. I'm on parole until 2035, Your Honor. It wouldn't make sense for me to be doing something crazy and then not be locked up. I'm in custody
if
now.
the problem, but listen to what
Yes,
Katie said. So
sir.
if I set you a bond now, the minute I set you a bond, they're going to place another parole hold on you, right? let's say theoretically, I set a bond on you now for whatever it may be, 30,000, 20,000, 50,000, 10,000. The minute I do that, she's gonna get on the phone, she's gonna call parole, they're gonna put another hold on you, and we're gonna be in the same exact position we were before Shreya was able to lift the hold. So before you even get the money to bond out, you're gonna get another hold. It doesn't make sense.
I made one down here. Will I be able to go up there and then make a one?
No, because they're going to put a parole hold. Parole doesn't want you to get out. That's the point. So even if I set you a bond right now, she's going to reach out to parole. They're going to put another hold on you. And then you're going to sit for another 90 days while Shreya tries to convince them to lift the hold again. And then, well, probably at that time, they're going to be, well, why are we going to release the hold now? We know the judge is going to give them a bond. Then they won't release the hold. I mean, that's what, if I was parole, that's what I would be thinking, right? The bottom line is this, is that the good news is that they released the hold. So now that you can get on with your business in Kentucky, go to Kentucky, take care of the stuff over there, and then hopefully it'll end in a good fashion so that you can just get out and get on your way. I don't know what happened in Kentucky. I have no idea, but I don't have jurisdiction to do anything with your Kentucky cases. I can't do anything. That's Kentucky. I can't dismiss Kentucky cases. I can't tell them how to rule. I just don't. I don't have that kind of power.
Yes, sir.
You
So
know?
if I go up there, I won't be able to get a bond either.
No, I didn't say that. I don't know.
She said parole will put another hold on me, so I won't.
Here in Harris County, when you get to Kentucky, I have no idea what's going to happen. I mean,
Judge noticed that they are on their way. I was looking at the emails and it does look like they're planning on picking him up seemingly by the 30th, so, which is within the 2 weeks.
you'll be out within the next 5 to 6 days. With Kentucky picking you up.
No, sir. I would like to rescind.
Would like to what?
Rescind my waiver.
Okay, I'm not going to grant it. I don't want to go through the cyclical thing that we're going through. Mr. Davis, I want you to get on I want you to take care of the business that you got and then move on with your life. The only thing I'm going to counsel you is don't pick up a gun. Nothing good happens when you do. You know, you keep proverbially shooting yourself in the foot. You keep doing stuff that lands you over and over and over in jail. Stop. Life is not about sitting in a 6x9, not eating McDonald's, Burger King. You know, I really like those fruit tarts from Madeleine. They're killer, man. That's what life's about. Get on, move on with your business, take care of it, and then just be safe.
Were you the one who gave me the waiver to sign?
No, Judge, it was at magistrate court.
And I didn't have an attorney at the time, and you're telling me now that I can't rescind my waiver?
I'm not going to grant it, no.
Wow. Okay, I guess
I want you to get on with your life.
I gotta wait, man. There's no way I can appeal that.
If I rescind this, you're going to get another parole hold. You're going to sit for another 90 days. I'm not going to do that. It's nonsensical.
Yes, I'm on parole to 2035. There's nothing that I can do about that.
If you sit here and wait till 2035, those Kentucky charges will sit with you. And then you're going to have to, in 2035, get on to Kentucky. You want to do that?
I don't mind.
Not smart, dude. Then you're going to be sit there forever in jail. Get that Kentucky stuff done. Perhaps by 2035, you're done with everything. All right.
Judge, a couple of things. So I just want to talk to the judge about anything else, or are we good?
Is there any way that I can appeal this process?
Oh,
No.
I think we talked
Is
about
there
that.
any way I can challenge it?
I think we talked about that. I think you
No.
want to fire me. Do you want to fire me?
How am I gonna fire you? They finna come pick me up and
No, I just want to know if you have any
days.
concerns about that. Now, here is the time, because I can't fire myself. Do you want to? or not?
I'm not taking her off your case. If you want,
I already knew that.
if you want a different lawyer, you're welcome to hire one. But what I would say, if you're going to do something like that, get yourself a lawyer for the Kentucky case, because that's what you really need to fight. Because if you can get all that stuff taken care of in a good manner, I bet you that they would keep you on parole so that you can get out and live your life. They'll reinstate your parole if all that stuff goes away. Here, in this case, you were correct. They filed the dismissal because they couldn't prove that you had a gun. So you were right here. If you're right in the Kentucky case and you can show it, they'll put you back on parole so you can get out, get on with your life. That's what needs to happen. And that's where your focus needs to be on fighting Kentucky, not this stupid shisa here, because you'll be gone in 5 to 6 days. Focus your energy, your power on Kentucky.
Have no choice.
All
Thank
right,
you, Your Honor.
Mr. Davis, best of luck, you bud, okay?
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Judge,
is he there?
we have a plea on him. Yes, yes, sir.
You're gonna do a plea?
Yes, sir. We're able
Ready?
to work it out.
Yeah. So, but the problem is he not gonna resolve everything else? Is there no way to do a global resolution for everything?
Not on the felonies, we believe, because they have a misidentification in that case. So,
I don't know if he has any other holds too, right?
I didn't see any, but
No?
I
Okay.
can only see so much.
West is the last name, right? Am I, or White? Do you guys see any holds on White from somewhere? Any other jurisdictions? I mean, I don't think I see any too. Mr. Rice, I don't. You know, the only other thing I was, just be careful when you're signing on bonds, man. You know, be very careful.
Pretty familiar with this family, you know, always able to,
I see even family members just dupe other family members and they get hit for, so, you know, just be careful.
sure, I appreciate that.
All right, good morning, Mr. West.
Mr. White.
Mr. White, I don't know why I keep saying that. Good morning, Mr. White. So, sir, you have with us the assault. You also have the evading arrest. Tell me, what are we doing?
My understanding is that we're dismissing the new assault and that he's doing time served on
The gun case?
I believe it's an evading.
Yeah, you're right. It's an evading, correct, right. So, Mr. White, you're charged with 2 cases. You're charged with evading arrest. You're also charged with assault of a family member. Both of those are Class A misdemeanors. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement, a very great agreement where they're going to dismiss the assault in exchange for your plea on the evading. Understand that the evading is an enhanceable offense. This one will go on your record. If you ever run from the cops again, evade, you will be looking at another felony charge. And with all your priors, they can continue to enhance you probably to a 3rd degree, probably to a 2nd degree. Just running from the cops, you could be looking at up to 20 years in prison. You understand?
Yes, sir.
You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement today, you can never come back and change this or undo this.
Yes, sir.
Is this what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense of evading arrest? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I will find you guilty, sentence you to
16.
16 days in jail. I will give you credit for the 16 days that you've done. I will roll your court costs so you won't owe anything. And good luck to you, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thanks, Josh. Take care. You too. Mr. Malachi, don't talk to people. There's no reason for you to talk to anyone else but me. Come on up. How's jail?
I really like it.
Good. I'm glad you don't like it. That's a good thing. If you don't like it, then that means, and what we hope, is that you will comply with the rules that you're supposed to, because when you do, good things happen. And when you don't, the sentences get longer, the bars get colder. Jail's not supposed to be fun. You're wanted out of where, what state?
Florida judge.
You're wanted out of Florida for, is it,
Not more than 20K and less than 100,000.
that's what you're wanted for? And you want me to set you a bond? Okay. What other prior criminal history does he have?
Judge, we're not seeing any criminal history at this time.
Judge, the only identifiers that are, for whatever reason in the system is his date of birth. So whenever we run it, we're able to pull up his driver's license. And then whenever we run it through the NCIC, TCIC system, it shows no identifiable record for that individual. So I have a decent level of confidence that he has no criminal history, but I can confirm it 100% because we don't have.
Are you on
social and all
probation with this case in Florida, or is it just an open case?
No, sir, I wasn't aware I had a warrant until I got pulled over.
You show it's an old case? Is it a new case?
Early June of this year.
So, a month ago?
Yeah, it was issued last month.
So, Mr. Bowles, here's the deal. You want me to set you a bond? I will. But what's required of you is you must go turn yourself into Florida. Is there a bond set or no bond set?
No bond at this time, Judge.
Okay, so you have to go turn yourself into Florida. We give you 2 weeks from the date of your release to do that. If you do that within that time, this fugitive case against you gets dismissed. If you fail to do that, you understand that you're an adult. There are decisions, there are consequences with your decision. I will not set you another bond. If you fail to go to Florida, that's okay. I'm going to revoke this bond. I will set it at 0. You will not get another one. And I will issue a warrant. We're going to get you. This time I will physically hold you in custody until Florida comes and gets you, which could be a long time. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Can you make it to Florida?
Yes, sir.
Do not get on a plane. Do not get on anything like that because they're going to arrest you. You still have an outstanding warrant in Florida. We're just letting you post bond to go do it instead of waiting for Florida to come get you.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you.
How much now?
Judge, because no criminal history's been presented, I'm gonna assume he's got no criminal history and therefore, and his case was just filed a month ago. So I would ask for a $300 bond.
I'm not gonna do 300 when it's a $20,000 to $100,000. I mean, it's gotta be a little bit more skin in the game than that. What do you guys state? What do you say? Stephen?
Judge, we'll defer to your judgment on that. I don't really have a solid number on it. You've had a lot more experience with setting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Judge, if I may, he is still presumed innocent over there, so, I mean, this just affords him the first opportunity to go take care of it. If he doesn't do that, then, yeah, they'll go higher, but this is the first opportunity.
Well, he's a flight risk. I mean, we have to figure that, you have to have enough skin in the game that we know that you're going to head to Florida. I mean, I'm not out to skin your life, but I want you to understand that if you fail to go, there are very serious consequences.
Yes, sir. I completely understand.
So I'll set your bond at $2,500, okay? When you do get out, go directly to Florida. Don't sit and wait till the last day of 2 weeks because as Murphy's Law dictates, what can happen will happen, and I don't care. If you fail to go there, I will revoke the bond, set it at 0, and then you'll be stuck.
Judge, just considering that he has to pay the full 100%, that's a big amount. Would you consider going to 1,000?
It's 1% of what he has in Florida, The way I figure is that you're wanted for $20,000 to $100,000. I set it at a mere fraction of that. I mean, if he's unable to do it, then we can talk.
Okay.
All right. But for now, I'll set it at 2,500. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Good luck, Mr. Bowles.
Thank you.
Craig. Mr. Garcia, coming up. How's jam?
No, it's not good, sir. Out of the 2 days that I've been in,
You don't get it though.
no, it's not.
I don't know what we need to do. Who do you have floating around in your life now?
I'm sorry?
Who do you have in your life?
I got everybody, my mom, my dad. my uncle.
Do they know what's going on?
Yes, sir.
Have you spoken to them lately?
Yes, sir. I spoke to my mom.
When?
Yesterday and the day I got here. She's just been with me through the whole thing right now.
Say that again?
She's been with me through the whole thing right now.
Have you spoken to mom and dad or anyone? Okay. Do you mind reaching out to them?
Sure.
And letting them know what's happening and that he's in jail? I'm not letting you out.
All right.
I want to figure out where we go from here. I tried to get you to do this on your own. It's not working. Last time you bailed on me when I told you to take a drug test. That doesn't tell me good things. And then when I send you for a drug test, you test positive for cocaine. And at your age, no, sir, not going to happen. So we got to figure out where we're going to go from here. I mean, I don't want to keep you in forever,
No, yes, sir. I did.
but we need to figure out, if I let you out, I know what's going to happen. History tells me what's going to happen. So I'm just not letting you out on your own.
Okay.
And the fact that you don't have anyone here with you tells me, I don't know what kind of structure you have in your life. Until I figure that out, you were going to stay with me. So I'm going to have Greg reach out to mom and dad and see what we can do. I'm going to see if they can come here, hang out with us here to figure out what kind of plan we can make for you. Do you understand?
When do you want me to reset it?
Sometime next week,
Okay.
early next week, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday. If you could reach out to
I don't think it matters. I'm pretty sure.
whatever day you want. I don't care. But if you can reach out to mom and dad,
Yeah.
see if they can come here and we'll figure out a plan from there.
Speak English.
Yeah, my mom speaks both and then my dad speaks only Spanish.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
If you need help, I can give you a translator too. You
Okay.
know, just come to me, ask me for money and I'll give you money and we can, give you an investigator
I'll try to get mom and
whatever.
kind of go from there.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I'll ask the state to look at, it's his brother, this case against his brother. So,
I understand.
yeah.
Have fun, man.
So that's that. Guys, that's all my court for the day. That was some Fleischer from not today, but from the day before yesterday. Well, actually, yeah, from Wednesday and Thursday, basically. If you want to see tomorrow, or if you want to see today's Fleischer, I can get it all. I cannot words. Words are not with me right now. Hello, guys. How's everybody doing? I'm going to start over. If you want to see today's Fleischer, come by tomorrow morning when we're doing the weekly roundup. What is it that I call it? The weekly case review? I think it's called the weekly case review. Yeah, 11 a.m. every Saturday. It's my oldest live stream that I've been doing. We're starting on episode like 18 tomorrow. If you want to see some Judge Manning, come by Monday evening starting at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. That would be 8 p.m. Eastern Time, if you need the correct time. I'm going to be starting Manic Mondays with Manning. So, and this is just a taste of what Freaky Friday might be like once we get to Freaky Friday, and we're going to get to Freaky Friday fairly quickly. So, main thing I wanted to test out tonight was the new chat function. I hope everybody liked it. I thought it worked out really dang well. Let's see what's going on here. What's going on in chat? Let's see. Yeah, it's Friday night, everybody. It's going on, everything. See, I like this. This is cool. Hey, thank you. Thank you for coming by and saying thank you. Definitely hit the like button before we roll over to Collins, because when I stop this stream, we're going over to Collins. That's how that's going. So, yeah. I think I need to play Fleischer's theme song. Maybe cue the end screen. And say, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming out. I hope you come out tomorrow morning, tomorrow noonish for yourself. Check out some more court cases with me. I will be live at 11 a.m. Come by Monday evening at 7 p.m. Check me out all week long with the videos that I post. Colin, definitely not Cromwell. is coming up next. He has got some great cases to watch this evening. I hope everybody has had a good time. These were some great cases that I thought were just classic Fleischers. So Colin's getting started now. I'm pretty sure I'm going to hit the stop button, and I will see you over there in chat. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me tonight. It's been a blast.